Okay, sir.
Thank you, Aliosja. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear participants, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Salam. I am Chartered Accountant and fellow member of Pakistan Institute of Public Finance Accountants, PIPFA. I am delighted to host today's webinar on Transform Your Financial Reporting and Analysis in Power BI. Before we start, I would like and request to Mr. Ali Usja to please play the recitation. Over to Ali Usja. Thank you, Jazakallah. Indeed, it's a very good day today that and it's an opportunity for all of us to learn from very well-known trainer and consultant, Mr. Muhammad Kashif, on transform your financial reporting and analysis in Power BI. Basically, in today's era, in today's modern world where data is everything, everyone doing financial reporting and analysis work must learn Power BI and must learn data analysis tools. And I appreciate all of you that you have taken very precious time from your busy schedule and came on PIPFA platform to learn this. And I would also thank you to my colleague, Mr. Muhammad Kashif, who has joined us today as a speaker. I would like to introduce Muhammad Kashif, who is associate member of ICMAP and who is the managing partner of Kaizen Analytic LLP. He is today's speaker on webinar Transform Your Financial Reporting and Analysis in Power BI. Mr. Muhammad Kashif has over 17 years of experience in capacity building and trainings in Pakistan and virtually across the globe. He has also worked with international development partners like World Bank, ADB, USAID, and many more. He is an international Power BI trainer who has conducted live online sessions with over 200 plus participants in 24 countries. This is a big achievement of Mr. Muhammad Kashif. And I would like to mention here that I have personally attended his many workshops, webinars, and I am very much impressed with the way Mr. Muhammad Kashif conduct his webinars and training sessions. And today you people will also feel very positive and feel very positive that you are learning from a very well-known trainer, Mr. Muhammad Kashif. And I would like to request Muhammad Kashif to please now on your mic and video and start the proceedings. Over to Muhammad Kashif.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul Salam Sahab, for this wonderful and amazing introduction. Let me try to share my screen first. So, okay. So my screen is visible to all the participants. Okay, so I can, yes, that's great. And definitely I'm audible as well, right? So thank you, PIPFA, and especially the Faisalabad Branch Council for having me here. It's a great pleasure to present on this August platform. A little bit about myself. Definitely, my introduction was definitely given to all the participants. It's a pleasure to be here to all of you. Thank you all for your amazing time over here. My introduction is kind of a already given by an amazing introduction was given by Mr. Abdul Salam. So I'll skip this one and I'll move to the next one, which is the suggestions. Please try to place your questions in the comments. We will continue with the presentation from the start till the end. And at the end, we will have a formal Q&A session. So we will continue with our presentation throughout the session. And at the end, we will take all the questions from all the participants. Most important thing is these slides, you can download these slides right now using this QR code. So if anyone wants to download them right now, I'll just give a few seconds for them so they can scan it and they can download it. And if it's not possible, the slides will be shared to the management of PIPFA, and they will share with all the participants. This QR code will also be visible at the end of the slides. So it doesn't matter if you have downloaded it right now, or you can also download it later on at the end as well. So definitely the slides will be there for all the participants. The PIPFA will definitely distribute them. So topic of discussion. I have divided our webinar in 4 parts. The first part is big picture for finance professionals. The second part is about traditional financial or business reporting. The third part is about improved financial and business reporting. And the fourth part is about key takeaways. And there is one gift for all the participants as well. So it is at the end of this webinar. So let's just discuss the first part, the big picture for finance professionals. So let's just unpack this topic into 2 other branches, which is the enhanced role of finance professional in business, and second, the skills needed to cater the change. So this picture is taken from FP&A trend articles, and the source of the link is given below. Finance and business both are highly agile and are connected with each other in many ways. To cater a real value, finance professionals need to consider themselves as strategic partner with business management by demonstrating strong collaboration skills, financial aptitude, excellent business intuition, and capability to work at multiple levels to drive key strategic and tactical decisions in many areas. Here is a basic evolution of finance business partnering. So business values are at y-axis, mindset is at x-axis. So at step 1, which is the reporter, it focuses on bookkeeping and reporting to business by supplying information on what is happening. So it's just interpret data, order, and assess its value, and then present the finding to relevant stakeholders in a clear and concise way. The second step is controller. So it's focus on understanding the business and controlling the cost under budget with accuracy. So it learns from the past, but stay future oriented. It uses big and small data, selecting the appropriate tool to manipulate, analyze, interpret in its sophisticated manner. It thinks logically, finds solution to different and complex issues. The third one is kind of an advisor.
There is a connectivity issue with the speaker. Just give a few minutes, only 3 or 5 minutes. Inshallah, we will resume where we disconnected. So be calm. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
I'm audible right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
Muhammad Kashif.
Yes, apologies for that matter.
No
Great.
issue. This is basically part of part of basically the process when we expect online training and sessions. This is actually the routine item, I think so.
Yes, so,
Please.
thank you. Yes, thank you all for waiting for me. It's an honor. So let me just start the presentation from where I have left. I think I was at stage 4 and 5. So this step 4, which is the influencer, it focus on use of right information to influence and challenge decisions. So it influence and challenge the day-to-day decisions across the business to ensure process and activities that gear the maximum performance. And the fifth step, which is the highest one, the strategy partner. So it focuses on sharing insights, predictions to impact the strategy decision. So business acumen, strategy decisions, and there are quite a number of other elements as well. For instance, which plays an important role. So it's important for every finance professional to step up the ladder in order to reach at a strategic partner role. Um, Definitely, we all have 24 hours in a day. So how can we save time and energy and spare ourselves to reach to that level? This is the main purpose of primarily for our career as well, and this for this webinar as well. So now, once the goal is clear, then we can draw a path to reach to that goal. So it's kind of a do more in less time, which is kind of a key. So in order to reach the goal, let's break down them into small pieces. For instance, this diagram you're looking now is a broad overview what you have in accounts and finance, their roles and functionalities. So starting from the bottom in the blue, you can see the standard reporting, which is in most of the cases automated. So and in many organizations are using at least some of accounting software ERP solution, which provides a facility of standard reportings like it can be aging analysis, P&L, cash flow. It is pretty much automated with some exceptions. If we go up the pyramid, the orange box are important one, where most of the mid-level and finance professionals are stuck in either some routine analysis like weekly, fortnightly, month-endly analysis, or there are some special ad hoc reports for business decision making. This part is important as some of the company and professional may have automated the routine analysis. For ad hoc analysis and special analysis, Definitely, they cannot be automated, and they arise due to some situation which is not seen. So here comes the skill of uh, finance professional, and a lot of time and even nights are spent in these kind of analysis. So finance professional will have to find a way to do the task in a faster manner uh, to give the same results. Now let's break down what kind of skills, which is in the black, skills and mindsets you will have to acquire or master in order to do the automate in order to automate the routine analysis and conduct the ad hoc analysis much more faster manner. So business acumen, it's a common term, it's well known, and most of you have heard its ability to understand the commercial business drivers, either financial industry variables and underlying business models that your organization utilize to make a profit and ensure to value addition in an organization. Strategic thinking, definitely it's a thinking process that focus on the analysis of critical factors and variables that will influence the long term, and that's the key, long term success of the business. Data analytics, it's a process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming, modeling raw data with a goal to discover useful information and support decision making. Data visualization, it's skill to deal with the graphical representation of data. Storytelling, which it's take a kind of a boom in the last few years, and it's a kind of a methodology of communicating information in a less manner. It's tailored to a specific audience with compelling narrative. Business reporting, definitely, it's an important factor. This is not only the need of the hour, there are certain other skills or abilities which the finance business professionals do need: interpersonal skills, communication, leaders, people management, problem solving. But we are focused on financial reporting, so therefore we are not touching these kind of skills in this webinar. So in the four parts, in our first part, the big picture of finance professional, we have discussed the enhanced role of finance professional in business and the skills needed to cater the change. Now it's time for the first poll, which we will launch right now. So it will have a minute to conduct the poll. So I'll request all the participants to take part in a poll. So I'll launch the poll right now. So I have launched the poll right now, and the participants can answer the questions accordingly, and then I'll show the results. So 25% of participants have participated, and I'll just wait for a few seconds for other participants to also vote, and then I'll end the vote, and I'll show the results as well. So amazing, all around 60% participants have voted. So for those who haven't voted, just few seconds, and then we can end the poll. So that's good. Around 80% of participants have their use the polls, and I'll give just 10 seconds. So 10 seconds, and then I'll end the poll and I'll show the results. Okay, great. So now I am ending the poll, and let me just end the poll right now and show the results. So I think the results are visible to all the participants. These are the results. So if you can see the results, which is obvious. So there are a lot of professionals who extract data from IT and use pivot table and pivot charts for their working, which is definitely great. It's a next level thing. There are 42% of the participants, nearly half of the participants. And there are certain participants who use the Power Query with live link to use Power Pivot, which is an amazing thing. And if you know the Power Query and the Power Pivot, then converting to a Power BI, it's kind of a very easy thing. There are and surprisingly there are a few participants, amazing participants, for 24% of participants who are there with use BI tools to extract data. So this is not the live link, but the use of BI tools to extract data, and this is expecting. So this is kind of the evolution of your transition phase, where you are transitioning from the Excel to the Power BI, not leaving the Excel, but for the analysis part. And there are few participants who are working, and the 3% participants, and 21% of participants are using some simple charts. So this is kind of an amazing thing which we tend to expect, and the same thing which we like to highlight in our working right now. So thank you all for your active participation, and let's move on to our slides. So I will end this one, and I'll move to the next slide. So the second part, which is the traditional financial business report, there are standard reports, ad hoc analysis, and analysis process, and we will discuss the analysis process as well. So there are certain standard reports, there are month-end reports, monthly reviews, and monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, annual reports. Then there are some ad hoc reports for capital budgeting, buy build analysis, opportunity analysis, regional or portfolio analysis. And the analysis process, which I'm just discussing over here, it's kind of the same which took almost 42% of our poll, which is the use of pivot table and pivot charts. So they tend to extract data, clean the data, and cleaning data tends to take a lot of time, analyze it, and then create amazing charts. And use of Excel for the charts, definitely they are amazing, no doubt about it. But I'll park this discussion right now, and I'll discuss it later on as well. So this is kind of a overall canvas of the traditional financial or business reporting, which is happening in business world right now. So in our professional career, we are given numerous tasks to analyze the situation where we have to present the results, to hire management to support in business decision making. So the first question which comes in my mind when I see the term analyze and visualize is, what is the business question to us? So what data, whether finance or business, will be necessary for the analysis? How to present the data? How to present the data for business decision making? And the last one is, how can we do it in a less possible time? As a finance professional, we tend to extract data from the ERP. If we have access or request it from the IT guy, all of our focus will be on the final products, and we will hardly think about any better tool which is available. Let me just park all the financial reporting discussion aside for just few slides. Let's discuss only about the tools. Okay, tools and their respective professionals. So imagine we are discussing about various type of chefs. So the next question will be, what kind of tools different chefs use? For instance, I'm just taking two examples, a pastry chef and a pantry chef. So I'm taking two examples. A pastry chef who deals with all kinds of pastries, breads, desserts, will have different set of tools. And a pantry chef who deals with cold items like salads, so it has a different set of tools. In short, a chef will need a knife to do this stuff, but it is important to choose the best type of knife to do the task in less time, and that is the whole point. So now it's time for the second poll. So I will now open the second poll. I will launch the second poll right now, and I will request the participants to just vote for the second poll. So there is a minute time for the participants to launch these polls, and we'll definitely see the results of the poll, and we'll just discuss this and we'll move forward. So 50% of the participants have used the poll, and I'll show the results in just a few seconds. So it is almost touching the 70% mark. So for others who are in the meeting, just you can poll. I'll just give last 10 seconds, and then I'll just close the poll, and we can have the results with us. Okay, last 5 seconds, and then we can have the results with us. So it's almost 70 plus percent. 70 plus percent participants have voted. So let me just end the poll right now and show the results. So you can see that I'll show it over here as well. So almost a major chunk of the professionals who are in this live webinar, 38% are using Excel, and apparently it's kind of a an understood thing. So there are even situation as far as the use of some ERP generated reports, or a combination of Excel and PowerPoint is there. So it's an even 23% each. And definitely there are certain participants who are using the BI tools like Power BI and Tableau. So even right now, the majority of the professionals are using Excel, and definitely it understandably it is there to be used. But my next slides will definitely shed light on what are the things which we can do. So I'll just stop sharing, and I will close the poll, and I'll move to the next part. So we have discussed the traditional financial reports like standard reports, ad hoc analysis, and the analysis process. Now it's time to discuss the improved financial and business reports. So right tools, IBCS, I'll discuss what is IBCS, dashboard design, and then I'll give some demo as well in this live session. So let's get back to the discussion which we were having, right tool for finance professionals. We will always have the evergreen MS Excel and PowerPoint, and it is there to stay. So there's no point of comparing between whether Excel is good, whether it's PowerPoint is good. I'll park this discussion for the next few slides. And it is normally used for the high-end working, like presenting data effectively to the high management for decision making. But there are some new tools. I'm saying new tools because Power BI is around 5.5 years old, and Tableau is around 11 to 12 years old. So it's not so old, but there is also a new line of tools which are making their way in our professional work. These are BI tools. Most famous of them are Power BI and Tableau and ClickSense. It's important to see the changing world around us and the need of finance business partnering and their challenging growth. So let me just revert back to the same slide of analyze and visualize data. So now, after all the discussion, it is important to think about a tool with all the questions like how can we analyze and visualize data in a less possible time. So I'll just give a glimpse of what, a very brief of what we can do. If we can place our key question in front of a BI tool like Power BI, then we are asking what data, either finance or business, will be necessary for the analysis, how to present the data for business decision making, and how to do it in a less possible time. So I'm just giving few examples. So what data will be necessary for the analysis? So with a tool like Power BI, you can extract data either from live or static, from literally 100+ sources. So like there are different type of ERPs, CRM solutions like Salesforce, websites, all other sources to extract insights. How to present data for business decision making? Here, you can use your storytelling abilities to choose the right chart, and the right chart, I mean more than the chart which are available in Excel. So I've checked it last few days back, 2 or 3 days back. So there are more than 327 custom visuals in Power BI, and majority of them are free, and either they are free or the basic version is free. So like in the and the other thing is there is almost 37 inbuilt visuals in Power BI. These are inbuilt, which are extremely powerful as compared to Excel. The third element is how to do it in a less possible time. Power BI is enriched with many useful visualizations and help to represent data in various forms. But the important one is the artificial intelligence visuals in Power BI. So the decomposition tree, key influencer, Q&A, along with the newly addition of smart narrative, they literally take even seconds to extract insights from, in some cases. So they are known as a low formula or even no formula interactive dashboards, based on interactive dashboards. So these are some of the few key features which you can unpack or experience once you transit for the analysis part, the analysis and visualization part, to Power BI from Excel. So as a finance business professional, we are always analyzing and visualizing data in some way or another way. But it's time to master the skill of analyzing and visualizing the data using the right tools. So the key thing is right tool. So there is no wrong tool. It is not the comparison of Excel with Power BI. Some activities are done effectively in Excel, which cannot be done effectively in Power BI. So there are certain things. So it is important to save time and do more with less. So try to master the relevant tools which are available to to add value and to definitely enhance your value in the market as well. So I'll just move to the next part, which is the international IBCS, International Business Communication Standards. So let me get back to this slide where we have discussed the skills and mindsets required to step up in our career. So now the important fact is skill sets, mindsets versus the tools. So the important factor is they are not equal. They shouldn't be compared. The tools are as good as the user of that specified tool. So these are two different things, which and they shouldn't be compared. So Power BI is not a skill, it's a tool. So data analytics is a skill, and you can use data analytics to do some amazing analysis, even using Excel as well. So it's not a debate of whether you compare Power BI with Excel and you compare the data analytics with Excel. So it's kind of the use of tool which is important. We as we are this webinar is focused on the financial and business reporting. So let me just focus on the business reporting for the time being. So now there is time for our third poll. So I'll request the participants. I'll launch the third poll over here right now. And yes, so it is launched. And I'll request the participants to take part in the third poll. So the question is, which of the following statement is this best description of your current reports and dashboards? So you can vote accordingly. The first choice is non-consistent. The second is some departments have established some level of consistency. All reports and dashboards have to adhere the corporate design. So amazing. 50% of the participants have voted. So I'll give a few maximum of 10 seconds for other participants who are willing to vote, and then I'll close the vote and I'll show the results. So I'll give next 5 seconds. So the participation is around 70%. So that's an amazing sign, and thank you for all your active participation. That's an amazing thing. Now I'm just ending the poll and I'm showing the results. So I will end the poll right now, and I will show the results. So you can see, I'll show it over here as well. The question was, which of the following statement is best description of your current report and dashboard? So the first option was non-consistent. All reports and dashboards look different, which is almost the highest one at 38%. There is one option is there, which is 33%, and which is almost opposite to that one. Which is all reports and dashboards have to adhere the corporate design. That's a good one. So this is a 50% of 50% of the activities. 38% are not adhering to anything. That their dashboards are different, and 33% are adhering to a corporate design. 26%. Well, some of the departments have their own consistency of reports, and they are amazingly, there are 3% of participants, 2 participants. They all reports and dashboards are IBCS compliance. That's an amazing thing, because I was not expecting that thing. This all standards are not new, but they are they're just few years back. So that's a good sign. So even 2% of the participants have all the reports and dashboards IBCS compliance. So I'll end the sharing over here right now. And the reason why we have conducted the poll is second slides. Um, the IBCS Institute of the International Business Communication Standards works in the area of conceptual and visual design of reports and presentations, especially for businesses. So it is established in 2004. It's not a new one, but it has some amazing reports and templates for guidance. So I will just briefly discuss three important standards from their book, Solid, Outlined, Hashed. So I give the link of this website as well. So anyone can check the website as well. So three important standards. The first one is to unify the title of the page, chart, and table. So why not we have a unified um, title of page, chart, and table? It depends on you. You can start with the name of the report. Can be currency, it can be the period of reporting or the reporting unit. It's up to you. The sequence depends on you, but make it unified across all pages, charts, and tables. So it is just first standard, unify the title of page, chart, and table. The second one is quite followed rigorously. So I hope all the participants and they are following that one. It is highlight the variance in red and green. So it is quite common in most of the reports. So green is performing well and red is the otherwise. So just make it consistent across all the reports. The third one is identify scenarios by pattern fails. So what I mean that why not we have the actual in solid and the plan in some empty box, and we can use the forecaster in between like hash. So we can customize or unify our reports to it will take less time to just have the understanding of the reports, and you will have more time on decision making, because if the same patterns are there across all the reports, so you will be familiar with the patterns with the unified standards. So you can just take less time to understand, and you will have more time for the decision making. So that was just a glimpse of the international business communication standards for a report. So I have discussed the component of dashboard, which is the report. So now I'll move to the next part of report, and the combination of reports. It's a dashboard, and I'll show the demo as well. So what is a dashboard? For a moment, I will park the concept of the dashboard in a business world. Let's just understand the dashboard as we know from our childhood. So a dashboard is a control panel set within the central console of a vehicle, which we know, and displays. It's always visible in front of the driver, or I must reword as the controller of the car. So it is in front of the controller of the car all the time. And there are two factors: central control, central. So it is in the center and in front of the driver or controller of a vehicle. The third important factor is it only display important KPIs. Important is important, and it which deals with the operation of the vehicles. So there will be many other details or KPIs of operation of vehicle, but it only displays the important KPIs. For instance, the oil pressure, the tire pressure, the engine temperature. So these are some of the important KPIs which are in front of a driver or controller of a vehicle. But when the same vehicle is checked at the auto workshop, then the computer have many KPIs and details to rate the operation of the vehicle, which may include roof, ceiling, suspension, paint, brakes, tires, wheel cover, battery voltage, charge, engine, many others. So dashboard in front of us sitting in a car is different. And the dashboard which is displayed on the auto workshop is different. And the car is the same. Remember, the car is the same. So that is the key point which I will take forward as far as business dashboards are concerned. So there's a golden phrase which I tend to discuss all the time, which is the managements are not investing in purchasing of some fancy dashboards with a lot of number and charts. If they have 5 questions in their specific decision-making area, they just want a simple to understand dashboard. Even simple bar charts for a quick answer of their questions and making of decisions, which may be implemented, and then they can monitor the results of the next decision-making moment. So they will include and exclude the KPIs as the central stage will answer the question. So that's an important part. Not the dashboards, but the questions which have to be answered. So the important matter to consider while designing a dashboard is audience, decision, and place of view. So the audience, now just link this with the example of a car. The dashboard in front of a driver or a controller is having some few KPIs, but the same when it goes to a auto workshop, there are huge number of KPIs. Same applies over here as well. First, the audience. There are normally four level of management in any organization: board of directors, who are the owner of the business, along with a few C-level executives. Then there are a whole bunch of C-level executives like CEO, CFO, COO, CIO, CTO. There is a middle management, general management, sales management, and line management. So the same pyramid will be followed as far as KPIs are concerned. So BOD will be interested in few KPIs which affect the business as a whole. So it's a business growth side. So how much business has grown in terms of revenue, customers, customer share, market, product line. C-level executive, for instance, CFOs will further go deep in that growth side, and he will want to see not only the revenue but also the GP/NP ratio compared with the last one, respective trends, account receivable overdues, payable overdues, cash balances. Middle management, a person who is just looking after account receivable, will go further deep dive into account receivable, overdue percentage, day sale outstanding trends, and the bottom line in which the level of management increase. So the bottom line is when the level of management increase, so their focus also shift toward more critical issues. Remember the issue, the example of a car. So this is discussed. So let me just move to the next one. The second matter is what decision the audience will make from the dashboard. So as I've explained earlier, BOD level will be interested in overall sales growth. C-level will C-level definitely will I'll just go over here, right? Okay, yeah, sure. So C-level management would like to go deeper in analysis and would like to analyze the sales growth by each product region. Now there may be many areas under one region. So the middle management would like to review the sales growth under specific area, and the line management would like to drill down under their specific stores or salesperson. So that is the line of actions which each type of dashboards tends to take place. The third thing, which is an important part, is the place. Either they are using the boardroom, like board of directors and C-level management tend to use boardrooms, and the middle management, they tend to review your reports, your dashboards on screen, on monitors. So this is an important part, because font size and all other things matters a lot. So I'll discuss this in next slides. So a general layout is who, important KPIs, important details, navigation tools. Now, if we tend to discuss about dashboard design, so the right place is the top right or top left of the corner. Logo is an important part, so it should be at top right or top left, and at dashboard context. So this is an important part, and Power BI has included in, I think, November last year. They have introduced the Smart Narrative, which is an amazing tool, AI, artificial intelligence visuals. So and don't leave the data alone, and data is meaningless without context. So finance professionals should take each relevant analysis and convert it to a message for the audience by adding context. So do not let data speak for itself, just add context to that one, which is, I'll just explain it over here. Just add a context that what are the actions needed. It is CO, COGS, it is OPEX. So what is increased by last year, what is decreased by last year. So this kind of thing is very important. There are three ways to add context. First thing is comparison. So compare with some similar numbers by providing benchmark, like competitors analysis, prior period trends. Say only $20 million sale is $3 billion more than the last year, and twice of our nearest competitors. Explain it with analogs. If we stop promoting, it takes 3 months to liquidate our excessive inventory. And the third is add business interpretation, like for every $1 discount, customer or product they increase by $24. So that is just an example, few examples of adding context for better understanding. Then the KPIs, the limiting of KPIs is very important. Don't just have a large number of KPIs in a dashboard, because our human mind tends to observe 7 to 9 things in a better way. So limit the high level KPIs to 7. This is important to focus on the KPI numbers and to make appropriate decisions after reviewing those numbers. The important part is the use of simple font without any sharp edges, because the font with sharp edges are not easy for the eye to understand. So you can see at the extreme left bottom, font is written, so it is not easily understood. So so use of simple fonts save time. And the font size, well, it depends on the place. Remember, I've said that if it is in a boardroom or a C-level management using boardroom, so the font depends on this. The same report which is there in your computers, the font size will be different. So it depends on the place, the what font size you want to use. Use of colors, definitely important thing is to be consistent with colors. If dark blue is a high value, it should be same across the dashboard, all the dashboards, which I've said earlier as far as the IBCS standards I've discussed. So use of colors, few colors and uniform colors. If it is say dark blue for high numbers, it should be dark blue for high numbers. Then the next part is avoid clutter by hiding the x-axis and y-axis title and legend. So you know that these are amounts which are at the y-axis, and these are on the x-axis, these are the months, so they are consistent. So just remove the titles just to make them clean and simple to understand. and use of slices and buttons for easy navigation. And I'll show it in a demo while once this presentation, in the middle of the presentation. One important part is you can use a simple PowerPoint layout background for this amazing dashboard. The dashboard which you're seeing in front right now, it's just a use of a simple a PowerPoint picture behind it. So it's simple PowerPoint picture behind it, and all the numbers are overlaying over there. So don't use some fancy fancy softwares, and if don't limit yourself that you don't know the fancy software. PowerPoint can do some amazing things. So I've said that use of tool is important thing. Even PowerPoint can help in Power BI dashboards. Now let's just have a few demos of the reports which I have discussed, the concept which I have discussed. So I'll just start with the first report. Let me just start with the first report. So you can see this is a demo report of made in Power BI, and it's kind of a not it's a good example where you use less space to give more analysis to your decision maker. For instance, in front of you, it's a sale number. So if you just click just on the mouse hover, this tooltip is amazing. This tooltip is customized. So the Power BI has the amazing feature where you can customize your tooltip, and once it is going back in months, so the results are changing, and it is giving the breakdown. And this is quite consistent with across all the trends. So you can see your trends. Even this simple line chart has something more to say by use of some amazing tooltips. So it is over here as well, and there are some other tooltips as well. But if you just want to see the quantities much more in detail, so you will have to just click on a quantity, and the dashboard will respond accordingly. So now it has the trends and all the tooltips. So now you can review your quantities, and all the dashboard is changed according to the quantities. And if you want to just see the profits, so just click on the profit. So now you have the details of the profit. So it's a use of some amazing tools like bookmark selection to do these things, but these things are possible in business and financial reporting, and that is what I'm displaying over here. So the tooltips are there, and you can just use this one. But you can see how to navigate. There's no slices, so you can just hide the slicer once they are not needed. But you can use the slices, unhide the slicer, select the years, and you can just hide them once they are not used. So just a small space is over there with lot of slicers, and the space is effectively used. The next important thing is this is a monthly trends, right? So you can change it to quarterly with a click of a button, even yearly. This is an yearly trend. So I'll just request all the participants just wait for the Adhan prayer, just a few minutes. Thank you all the participants. Thank you for your patience. And let me just continue from where I have left. So you can use amazing buttons for this monthly report. So now this is in monthly, now this is in quarterly, and now this is in yearly. And you can also just, if you want to just download the underlying data, so just click over here with this download, and you can download the detailed underlying data very easily. You can extract it from here right now. You can extract data from here, and it will be downloaded. So this is just one of the example of use of some tricks, tips and tricks in Power BI, use of space effectively, and to give more in just one simple dashboard which is in front of you. The second demo which I'm having is the use of some effective, amazing things. For instance, you can use certain arrows, slides, sliders, buttons, which you tend to see in the website. For instance, I'll just go over here in the arrow. So in a very same space which is acquired over here, this space in the dashboard, you can use different charts to display the same results. So the same happened for sliders, round buttons, and squares. So the same happened for this one as well. For instance, I'll click over here. So this is round buttons, and this is different. There's a tree map as well over here. So you can use these kind of buttons for your working. And there are some special use cases as well. For instance, you have seen certain things in websites over there. For instance, the type of charts. So this is in the scatter chart, the results in the scatter charts. So you can change into a bar chart or a simple table. So there are certain amazing tools. Switch method is there. So if you want just, this is in quantity, this is in rupees, dollars. So you can change into a quantity, dollars and quantity. It's just a click of a button. And you can use some slide decks, some folders. So I'll just click on slide decks. So you can use the slide decks over here, which is there, and use of folders as well. So this is the folders folder version which is used. So you can use some amazing tools which are there. This is just few of the examples which I want to show to the participants that how you can customize your report. And definitely these kind of things will be done for the first time. Then you will have to just upload your data and click on the refresh button over here, and the data will be uploaded, and you will have the fresh results. So now I'll go back to my presentation. The topic of the discussions which we have in our webinar is, for the first, is the big picture of finance professionals. So we have discussed the enhanced role of finance professionals in business and the skills needed to cater the change. So I have limited myself to the business reporting, and there are definitely other skills as well to cater the change. The next thing which we discussed is the standard reports, some ad hoc analysis, and the usual analysis process. The third thing is the improved financial business reporting. So I have discussed the concept of the right tools. I just briefly touched the concept of international business communication standards. Dashboard design was discussed, and I've shown a few demos. Now it's just the fourth thing, which is the key takeaway. So we'll discuss do more with less. Learn data analytics and data visualization skills, learn data storytelling skills, and effective application of skills. So let's start with the takeaways. The first takeaway of this webinar is learn the data analytics and data visualization skills. So I'm just giving you the QR codes for the YouTube channels of some amazing professionals. So enterprise, and these are not from the person who are from the IT guy. These are from the person who are from the business side. So Enterprise DNA is an amazing, has some amazing features in their YouTube channel. It is run by a CFA, Mr. Sam Mackay, and he's a CFA. So he is from the business side, and he used some amazing tools in Power BI. So you can You can search it on YouTube, and you can scan the QR code over here as well. Enterprise DNA is from New Zealand, and Everything used to work in Microsoft. He has a business background, and he turned himself to the BI expert, and he has some amazing tools. And the way he tends to explain the things in a much more simple manner, because if an IT professional tend to give an explanation, then it's a different ball game. But if a business professional tends to give an explanation, it's a different thing. So if a business professional who is expert in data analytics and data visualization, so they can give you examples at your level. And definitely, I also run a YouTube channel, and we have around 10 webinars which are focused on Power BI for finance professionals. We have touched some topics over there, so you can also check out our YouTube channels as well. So you can scan the code, and you can even search it on YouTube. So this is the first takeaway: learn data analytics either through YouTube and visualization. Second is, you can also, which is the part which I took, and is you can learn from proper books as well. So the first book is from everything. It is from the business side, but the second book is from the IT guy, but the way it has explained the thing is amazing. So it is Supercharged Power BI by Matt Ellington. He's from Australia, and the way he writes the things, it's amazing. So I'm not giving you a list of things. I'm just giving you some 2 or 3 books or YouTube channels and links which are effective. And if you want to just start your journey, you can start your journey over there. So there is an amazing book by Harvard Business Review, Good Charts, and you can just search it out. There are certain other books as well. The second takeaway is learn data analytics and visualization by use of books. The third is data storytelling is an amazing skill. So you cannot resist, and you cannot shy away from this one. So if you just start the path of learning data storytelling, so it will give you amazing results, not only in your professional career, but the way you are thinking. So there are some amazing tools. Dedicated is there's a YouTube channel, Dedicated, and they have run some, I think 3 4-hour conferences, and these conferences are all on their YouTube channel, so you can check out, I think 2 or 3, and the concepts are amazing over there. The second is I'm referring to is storytelling with data, and it is run by Cole, and Cole used to work in Google, and then she turned out to be the professional in storytelling, and she has certain books as well. I'll discuss that books in the next slide, but this YouTube channel has some amazing things. Paul Smith, it's his famous one. He has certain amazing books, and he's also on LinkedIn. He has some courses on LinkedIn as well. He tends to simplify the things, complex things in a very simplified manner. So you can check out his YouTube channel, and you can also learn from him through LinkedIn and other sources as well. So this is the third takeaway: learn data storytelling skills. So I'm not giving you a list. I'm just giving you 2, 3 key things which I used to follow as well. Now, you can learn from the books as well, the data storytelling skills. So the book of Cole is amazing, storytelling with data. The book Be Data Literate by Jordan. Jordan was the head of the data literacy at ClickSense. So ClickSense is third most famous BI tool, apart from Power BI and Tableau. So the ClickSense is the third one. So he was head of the analytics over there. So he has some amazing tips and tricks over there, and Brand with Effective Data Storytelling. It's an amazing book, which is amazingly written for the business professionals as well, and you can check out those things if you happen to have time. So just check out these books. These are amazing. So this is The fourth takeaway, learn data storytelling skills. Now, the fifth one is, once you learn the skill, just apply them. It doesn't matter you apply them in a wrong way. It's good to apply them. If you can see this picture over here, there are a lot of visuals over there. So the last part is very important, which is this one. So what's that KPI trend to zero? So it measures how well we understand them all. So that picture, I can't resist that picture, and I have to use that picture. It's an amazing thing. The thing is, it's an example of not so effective use of skills. If you know the tool, then effectively use that tool. So don't waste your time in preparing reports and PPT slides on regular basis. Use IBC to make your standardized reports, and focus on telling the stories. So it's important to find the signal in data and learn to reduce the noise. So there is a lot of noise over here. So it's important to just reduce the noise. So it was quoted by Stephen Few. He also has a book on data storytelling. So this is a fifth takeaway: effective application of skills. And remember, I've said for all those participants, there is a gift for all the participants, and that is a limited time gift, which is I'm also a Udemy instructor. So I have a course, Advanced Sales Analytics for Decision Making in Power BI. And especially for this webinar of PIPFA, I generated a special code. So you can either scan this QR code and you can register that for free. And you can register it up till 1 p.m. Pakistan time, 23rd of August. So the code will expire in next 3 days. This course is free for if you use this PIPFA 2021 code. If you just go over there, use this code PIPFA 2021, so it will be there. Or you can just scan the QR code, and that course you can apply it, and you have free lifetime access of that course. So that's it's a very good to start your if you are not at a part of Power BI, so you can start your journey in Power BI. So that was a gift which I have promised once I've started my working. And if you have missed all the QR codes, so don't worry. I have displayed the QR code of this slide deck in the start of this session. I will again have this one. The slides are available on this QR code, and you can access, you can just scan this QR code and you can download it if you want to download it right now. Otherwise, it will be definitely distributed by PIPFA as well. So it is there. And at the not the last, but the second last slide, if I'll definitely be available. And if anyone participants want to get connected with me, so we can connect and we can exchange thoughts, and we can grow our professional network. So you can connect with me. You can connect our LinkedIn group, which is Power BI for Finance and Business Professionals. So, and you can also follow us on Facebook. The QR codes are there. And now I will request Mr. Abdul Salam to please open the next session of Q&A, because I'm seeing there are 50 comments. So definitely all the participants are having some. So please.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Kashif, for your kind contribution, and indeed I enjoyed it a lot. I have participated most of the time in today's webinar, and the best thing is that I did not miss the key takeaways. And I am surprised there is a very much, even I can say it's a tragedy for business analytics students to learn business analysis from these very precious tools. I would request Mr. Muhammad Kashif to please share all the slides and other material if you have with us, with PIPFA so that we can distribute to our participants. So here we will take questions from the participants. If there is any question from the participant, please raise your hand and we can unmute your mic and you can directly ask question from the speaker. I would like to mention here that this is only an introduction to Power BI, and we will have a range of workshop and training sessions on Power BI in the coming months and coming weeks. And we will request to our prestigious and our respected Muhammad Kashif to conduct all these workshops on behalf of PIPFA. And I will encourage all of you to please enroll yourself today with our PIPFA team if you would like to attend these upcoming workshops and training sessions. Muhammad Awais Iqbal, please unmute your mic so you can directly ask question from our, yes, Muhammad Awais Iqbal.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
I want to ask that as of now I haven't used any Power BI tool. So I want to know that does the links, the slides shown within a single workbook refer to a link outside the workbook? For example, if the data is linked to an external Excel sheet, so if we change or modify the data in the source Excel sheet, does it automatically replicate to the Power BI workbook, or we need to relink it again and again?
Okay. Thank you for your question, and this is one of the key questions for those professionals who are starting their journey in data analytics and data visualization. So what we recommend is place your source file in one common folder which you have, and change the source file in that common folder which is linked to Power BI. So once that is it is linked to that file which is in the same folder, you will have to just update that file and click on the button of refresh in Power BI, and all the data will be pulled up in Power BI. So you don't have to change the sources every time. If your source file is changed or it is relocated to another folder, then you will have to give the source. Otherwise, you will have to just just update the file and just click on refresh button, and it will automatically update the dashboard.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Next question, Muhammad Kashif. I think he's also Muhammad Kashif.
Yes, I can. Kessel, then there is PIPFA team, then there is then there are MMC. I think yes, a practical session will be great for all of us. I don't see questions right now, so if there are questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Muhammad Kashif Khan, you can unmute your mic. I am trying to. Yes, please ask your question.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Walaikum Assalam.
कैसे हैं sir? कैसे sir? Actually, sir, I have a question. Actually, in our company, we are preparing different reports. But in that reports, we have a standard, like a standard graph and a standard reporting. So how can we convert this one into Power BI? Because the management, they needs only that standard reports. So how can we prepare? But we have it's like a large number of data. It is like billions of raw data in a report. We are using in the Excel, and we are converting that one into PPT slides. So how we will do that one?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mohammed Kashif. I am pre-receiving that the the reports which you are preparing in Excel, right?
Yes, I'm preparing in
Okay.
Excel, and then we are transferring to PPT.
Okay, great. That's good. So you're using Excel charts, and these Excel charts are also available in Power BI. So the reports which you are preparing in Excel can easily be prepared in the same format, with same color, with same area in Power BI, because Power BI has all the charts in Excel and has some other charts as well, which I've discussed in my discussion over there. So if you're preparing in Excel, you can prepare it in Power BI in a very easy manner with same format, no issue at all. On same format, in same manners, and it will definitely save time if you just use the right technique to link it with the source data. Once you link it with source data, then you will have to just update the source data and the reports will be updated. So the front end will look like the same as. It can look like an amazing thing if you're working in Excel. Power BI can do much more, but if you just want the Excel lookalike thing, so definitely Power BI can replicate that thing in a very effective manner.
Okay, so thank you very much. And one more thing, that because suppose that when we are preparing our gross margin reports, and it is like a with the branches with different categories, sections like that. So we are covering this one all in Excel in one Excel sheet. So it will be the same in the Power BI. We can take there with values, all the reports standard form.
What Excel can do, Power BI can do much more beyond that. As far as reporting and analysis are concerned, visualization is concerned, Power BI, as far as analysis and visualization is concerned, Power BI is a much bigger tool. So if you are displaying it in Excel dashboard, that can easily be displayed in the same manner in Power BI, and it can be displayed in a much more effective manner as well. I've shown one of the demos in which a simple line chart has another story to tell with a tooltip. You must have seen that one, right? So there are, and you can use some simple tooltips with some great charts. And a simple looking chart like a line and graph chart can give you more insights once you just hover your mouse over there and a tooltip appear with another chart over there. And that is dynamic in nature as well. Once I was moving my mouse over the period, so that chart was not static. It was moving within the period from 19 to 20. So if you are preparing a report in Excel, yes.
Let's take one more question. Yes, Salman Walid, please ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Kashif, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
First of all, I would like to appreciate the effort you have done and the way you have impart knowledge. It's very nice, and we really appreciate that. Secondly, we are currently using Excel for our reporting and data presentation. Please guide us how we should start using Power BI to improve our reporting structure, because there is no doubt the way it presents the information is very helpful in decision making. But how to start from conventional Excel to Power BI? Guide us so we can start using Power BI a little bit, if you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Salman. That is what I normally tend to take the professionals which are working with me a path where they can slowly convert from Excel to Power BI. I'll just summarize it in few words. The first thing is not to go for the all-out Power BI licenses in just one go. The BI tool and the implementation of ERP are two different things. ERP tend to implement in just one go. You want to just implement, if you're willing to implement in throughout the organization, in HR, production, supply chain, and all those departments. So you tend to go one by one throughout the organization, and you want to just complete cycle. This is not the case as far as BI tool is concerned. BI tool tends to take it confident, the professionals tends to take the confidence once they are making decisions by using PI tool. So just use it for, start with a free tool, a simple desktop, and just try to analyze it in one of your reports and try to make decisions on those reports. So once you tend to extract insights from that simple reports and try to make decisions out of it, which tends to give you fruitful results in the field, in your organization growth, then you will have the confidence to move ahead to implement in some other areas. So implementation of BI tools is definitely, its path is different, but it's important to take decisions, have confidence on that decisions, improve yourself, improve your KPIs. So once, in my case, there are certain I'll start with a KPI with certain organization, and once they are confident, they tend to add certain more KPIs and they just to refine KPIs. So the refinement of KPIs is also one of the important part once you are transitioning from the Excel to Power BI. There are many things which are happening side by side, but the confidence is there. Once you have the confidence, then you can implement it, other parts in other ways. Then you can purchase a license, and you can have your IT team linked with this one. You can share the reports across your organization, and then you will have the confidence to move ahead. But it's important to take decisions and have the confidence and then move ahead. So that is what I recommend if you are using the BI tool.
Thank you so much. I think there is a question from some participant, how to add coupon in recommended course. Sir, can you please brief our participants again about your gift towards the participants, how to use this gift and how to use this coupon, and then use in the YouTube.
Sure. I will. Yes. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So what I have shared over here. Okay. So just scan this QR code and you can use it over here. Otherwise, you can. There will be a link where you can add this QR code in your organization. I will do one more thing, is that I will share the link as well to the PIPFA management, and they can share that link as well. So no issue at all. If you are not familiar with the Udemy website and you are not familiar with how to apply that code, the QR code is there. Otherwise, I'll share the link with the PIPFA management along with the PPT slides in the slide. So they can be shared with them and you can use them either way. So there will be 3 ways you can use it. So no issue at all.
Thank you so much. So I would like to conclude today's webinar on this message that Muhammad Kashif indeed struggled a lot for today's session, and he imparted the knowledge in a very well manner. And the best part of the webinar is that he shared very important key takeaways, and along with that key takeaways, he also shared his coupon of the free course in Udemy, and it's a very good learning opportunity for all of us. And adding to further that PIPFA Faisalabad branch committee is aware that there is a need to have a full-fledged workshop on Power BI, how to use it practically. So we will in contact with Muhammad Kashif that he will take some time for our participants, and we will announce a workshop on Power BI in a very sooner. So I thank all the participants, and especially our speaker and PIPFA management to hold today's webinar. And till the next webinar, I would like to take Allah Hafiz from all of you. So stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.